Winning a championship is everything that we have worked for since the very first episode of this Tennessee Titans franchise. And finally, today, here in Season 5, the Titans have an opportunity to win their first Super Bowl in team history. The only team standing in their way is the Carolina Panthers, another team who has never won a championship in their team's history. One of these two squads will finally get over the hump and win a Lombardi trophy. Welcome back, everybody, to the Tennessee Titans franchise here on Madden 23. Today, we've got Super Bowl 61 against the Carolina Panthers, where a champion will be crowned. In the last episode, we beat the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game 28-23. We started off really poorly in that game, but we were able to claw back and get the win. The playoffs have been really exciting so far, and it's fitting that the two best teams in the NFL, the two number one seeds, are going to face off against each other. After a surprisingly close second-round game, the Panthers dominated the Washington Commanders by 28 points in the NFC Championship. The Panthers were the final undefeated team in the NFL, losing in Week 9, and outside of their Week 18 game against New Orleans, all of their losses are against really good teams. The Panthers got themselves a squad on both sides of the ball, led by quarterback Aram Kachakan in his second season out of the University of Georgia. Kachakan was drafted in the first round the same year that we selected Romeo Coloci. After being a backup to Baker Mayfield as a rookie, Kachakan has gotten the opportunity to start this year, and he has been one of the best quarterbacks in the entirety of the NFL. Kachakan has a very interesting story. When we started the NCAA Next Up series, he was the backup to Clyde Williamson, who, of course, is now the starting quarterback of the Lions. Kachakan eventually became the starter, had a Heisman-esque senior season, and he has picked up right where he left off from college in the NFL, with the Carolina Panthers finishing in third for the MVP. And he has been so consistent this year. If you look at his week-to-week numbers, he only had one game this year with a passer rating lower than 90, and that was Week 18, a meaningless game for the Panthers because they had already clinched the number one seed. Kachakan has been phenomenal in both of Carolina's playoff wins, especially last week against the Washington Commanders. They've got a young group of running backs with Harrison Myers, along with rookies Jelly McCluntz and Harrison Myers. Myers was picked in the first round this year. I would have thought he would have had the biggest role. DJ Moore and Laviska Shenault lead the receiving corps. DJ Moore has been a Panthers lifer. Last year, he was with the Houston Texans, and then Carolina brought him back out of exile to return to the Panthers. They've got a great offensive line and a phenomenal defense. They've been able to keep a large piece of their core from real life, guys like Brian Burns, who had 14.5 sacks, J.C. Horn, Shaq Thompson, and others, while drafting well. Just like us, the Panthers have been consistently a really good team throughout this franchise, consistently being a playoff contender, and just like us, they've finally gotten over the hump. While I do feel like this is just the beginning here for our Tennessee Titans, I really think we kind of need to soak in the moment of being in the Super Bowl, because this is exactly what we have worked for since the start of the episode, and now we're finally here, and I don't want to take it for granted. I do feel like this team is ready, and they have absolutely earned the opportunity to be here. Going 14-2-1 this year, winning two hard-fought playoff games within one possession against the Colts and the Texans. We have won our division 4 years in a row within this series, and we've been close, but not quite able to get over the hump. This year, we finally made it to the Super Bowl, but the job's not finished. We've got one more to win. Welcome, everybody, to Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Super Bowl 61 is upon us between the Tennessee Titans and the Carolina Panthers, two teams who have never won a championship in their franchise's history. These two teams have very similar stories within this series. These two squads have consistently won their divisions, they've consistently been contenders, but they've never been able to get over the hump until this year. Both squads are led by talented second-year quarterbacks. For the Titans, it's Romeo Coloci out of Oklahoma, and for the Panthers, it's Aram Kachakan out of Georgia. When Coloci and Kachakan were seniors, they both led their schools to the college football playoff, ultimately losing, and those final 4 games were in this very building here in Miami. So both quarterbacks are going to be back here looking to run it back. Creed Raven, the young receiver out of the University of Michigan, is back deep to return the kick from Daniel Carlson in his first season with the Tennessee Titans. Carlson has this ball teed off, and with no further delay, Super Bowl 61 is now underway. This one will be sent in the back of the end zone. Raven will let it go, and we'll take our first look at the Carolina Panthers offense, led by Aram Kachakan, the young Armenian lefty quarterback in his first year as a starter, second year with the Carolina Panthers. He was phenomenal this year, 5,200 yards, 44 touchdowns. He finished in third for the NFL MVP voting, leading the Panthers to the #1 seed and 2 home playoff wins. We'll see if he can get one more done here tonight and lead the Panthers to their first Super Bowl championship. First play of the game, short wheel route for Jelly McCluntz, the rookie running back out of Arizona State. He gains 13. McCluntz has a very similar role here to that of Elijah Bryant as the receiving back who can also make plays in the backfield. 3rd and inches, short throw for Tommy Tremble. He's hit hard by Caleb Farley, but not before getting the first down. The Panthers are looking efficient early here in the first couple of minutes of the possession. Now from the 44-yard line, following play, it's a handoff to Harrison Anderson, who annihilates Robinson, and Harrison Anderson gains 11. Anderson is in his 3rd season, drafted in the 4th round out of the University of Cincinnati. He has become the main runner with Christian McCaffrey no longer on the team. On 3rd and 10, short pass is caught by Jelly McCluntz, the rookie who gets the first down. We do have a flag on the play. It looked like there was a late hit on the quarterback, but that's not going to be the call. It is a holding against Taylor Moton. It really feels like the Titans dodged a bullet there. The first down is void, and it's now a 3rd and 20. Along with going backwards nearly 20 yards, the Panthers might have just been knocked out of field goal range. On 3rd and long, Kachakan will go short. It is caught by Tremble, who only gains 4 as he's wrapped up by Kevin Byard. So what do the Panthers do here? You're probably not going to go for it. They're going to choose to punt it, which I honestly think is the right call. I'm not sure if I trust them to make a 56-yard field goal. The problem is they completely shanked the punt, and the Titans will start at the 28. We'll get a first look at the Tennessee offense led by Romeo Coloci. The last time he was here in Miami, he was playing in the national championship, where he ultimately lost in his final collegiate game against Ohio State. He's back in his 2nd season with the Tennessee Titans, looking to be one of the youngest quarterbacks of all time to win a Super Bowl. So the Titans will start their drive at the 28. They're lucky they were able to get this good a field position, and they're going to start by trying to set the tone with Derrick Henry, who gains 3. Got to get Derrick Henry and Elijah Bryant involved early on the ground. 2nd and 7. Bryant, the hero from the AFC Championship, gains around 3 or 4, but unfortunately this one will be coming back as well. It'll be a holding call against the right tackle, Evan Smith. So with that, it is now a 3rd down and 13 for Tennessee. Romeo Coloci, under a lot of pressure, will connect with Hot Rod Pryor for a gain of 21. Pryor, the 3rd-year wide receiver out of USC, will come down with it to move the chains. Now from the 48, 2nd and 7 for Tennessee. Coloci will again drop back to throw it. He has Kyle Pitts open short, and Pitts is able to get a nice first down as he's wrapped up at the 34. The Titans' offense has looked really good here on this opening possession, certainly contrary to the first quarter of the AFC Championship game. 3rd and inches. Coloci with a dime in the end zone. It's caught by Pickens. The Titans are on the board first here at Super Bowl 61. The Romeo Coloci to Scotty Pickens connection connects once again. Great drive to start things off from the offense. Pretty good first 7.5 minutes at the Super Bowl, if you ask me. A quick stop and a score. Perfect start for Tennessee. We'll see if they can keep it going defensively as the Panthers start their 2nd drive of the game. It's a pitch to the outside for Anderson, and he loses about 6. Big play by the veteran edge rusher, Harold Landry. So now it is a 3rd down and 14 with Harold Landry in the zone. Kachakan looking to throw it. Goes downfield. It's caught by Brian Edwards, who annihilates Simpson. What a play by Brian Edwards to the 39. Aram Kachakan chooses to test the Defensive Player of the Year, Cardell Simpson, and it pays off. Just over a minute left in the first quarter. On 1st down, Kachakan's pass is intercepted. Caleb Farley picks it off. Nothing but green grass ahead. And Caleb Farley is going to take it all the way for a pick 6. And the Tennessee Titans will extend the lead. Caleb Farley with a defensive touchdown here in the Super Bowl. All the attention this year has gone to Cardell Simpson, and deservedly so. The only reason why quarterbacks keep throwing it towards Cardell Simpson is because they don't want to test Caleb Farley. When they do test Caleb, plays like this are often going to happen. What a play for Farley to put the Tennessee Titans ahead 14-0. The Panthers will get it back here with under 30 to go in the quarter. Nice throw downfield by Aram Ketchikan. He connects with Laviska Shenault. Ketchikan now 6 of 9 on the day. Nice. And so that'll wrap up the first quarter. Phenomenal start for the Titans. They look great on both sides of the ball with a really nice offensive drive leading to a touchdown, followed by a pick six from Caleb Farley. I know it's early, but this is about as good of a start as you could have asked for the Titans. On first down, it's a play-action fake, and it's intercepted! Cardell Simpson, the Defensive Player of the Year, grabs another one. Simpson picked off 12 passes in the regular season, and he has now recorded an interception in all 3 playoff games. Since Ketchikan has learned not to test Caleb Farley, he's going to go back to Cardell Simpson, and that backfires. Simpson now has 15 interceptions across the regular season and playoffs, an all-time NFL record. We'll see if the Titans can take advantage of the turnover, and that's not an ideal start. Derrick Henry is going to go backwards. He is wrapped up by Hercules Oceanus, the third-year defensive tackle out of the Ohio State University. 3rd and 3. Colochi hit as he throws, trying to get it to Elijah Bryant, but it is incomplete. And the Panthers finally get something going for them as they get the stop. That was Derek Brown with the hit. Both Caleb Farley and Cardell Simpson are in the zone. That's got to be scary for the Panthers. They should just run the ball a lot, and that's what they're going to do here on first down. Nice gain of about 13 yards for Harrison Anderson. Caleb Farley would be taken out of the zone after that play while Simpson is still in it. Now from the 45-yard line, Ketchikan hands it back off to Harrison Anderson with room to the right side. He is lit up by Jaquan Brisker, but not before bringing it to the 42. Big play there for Anderson, and now we're looking at a 3rd down and 9 for the Panthers. Aram Ketchikan is alone in the backfield under some pressure, and he will throw it away. Harold Landry was in the backfield sending him heat, and the Panthers are going to look to kick. They just want to put themselves on the board, but this is going to be a tough kick from around 58 yards. It is up, and it is good from Sam Williams. They decided not to go for the 56-yarder on the first drive, but they go for an even longer one here, and it pays off as Williams splits it down the uprights, and it's 14-3. Big drive here for the offense. We'll see if they can keep things rolling. If the Titans can make it a 3-score game, they can put themselves in a great spot. Short pass on 2nd and 8 is caught by Hot Rod Pryor. He'll get a solid first down gain of around 9. Following play, the Titans go back to the air as Elijah Bryant is open. He'll bring it past the 50. The Titans are trying to get the short and intermediate passing game working early today because when they go deep, they don't want the Panthers to see it coming. On first down, Colochi with a bomb downfield. It's caught by Scotty Piggins for the touchdown. They did not want the Panthers to see it coming, and boy, I don't think Carolina expected that play. What a dart downfield from Romeo Colochi connecting with Scotty Piggins. He saw and liked Scotty's matchup before the snap. This was one-on-one man coverage with Xavier Woods, the veteran safety, covering him, and no safety in zone back deep. So Scotty just has to outrun him, and that's an easy throw for Romeo to make. It's now 21-3, and the Panthers get it back. They're down by 3 scores. They need to get something going quick. Tommy Tremble brings it to the 43-yard line. Nice play. Now at the 2-minute warning. On first down from the 32, Ketchikan looks to throw it. It's a screen, and it is hauled in by Anderson. He's going backwards. Ed Oliver and R.J. Robinson are both there to bring him down. So we're now looking at a 2nd and 11. Panthers not using their timeouts yet. They go back to the screen game. This time it's McCluntz, and he loses another yard. Wrapped up now by Jaquan Brisker. The Panthers are trying to get these screens working, and, well, it's not. 3rd and 12. Ketchikan looks to throw it. He's under a little pressure, and he will throw it away. Good stop by the defense. They will again keep the Panthers out of the end zone, and Carolina will have to send the field goal team on. Sam Williams made a kick from 58 earlier. This one from 51 is a beaut. So the Panthers are going to bring it to a 2-score game. It's now 21-6. The Titans are still in a really good spot, though, because they get a 2-for-1. They get the ball now, and they also get the ball to start the second half. The Titans can really position themselves comfortably if they're smart, particularly this first possession, and that's a good start. Elijah Bryant brings it to the 44 for a gain of 19. Titans call timeout number 1. Following play now with 45 seconds left on the clock. Colochi looks to throw it. He's going to go short for Piggins with a spin move, and he will get another first down. The Titans call their second timeout. They're getting already pretty close to field goal range, which would make it a 3-score game. Following play now, Colochi on first down is going to roll out to the left. He'll look to run with it. Romeo Colochi with a solid gain, tackled inbounds by Horn at the 29. Instead of calling their last timeout, the Titans would run no huddle, looking to go for another play. Downfield shot for Pitts is going to be dropped. The Titans kind of regret holding on to that last timeout, but they will position themselves to kick a field goal before the end of the half. 46-yarder for Daniel Carlson is right down the middle, and the Titans are looking really good here through the first half as they're up 24-6. Everything is going right at the moment for the Titans. The offense has been good. Romeo Colochi does not look like the moment is too big for him. And then defensively, we forced 2 turnovers. The run defense has been solid. No sacks yet, but the pass rush has been active. And the Titans are 1 half away from winning their first ever Super Bowl, and they're in a good spot to do it, being up by 3 scores and starting with the ball. If I've learned anything on this channel over the last year, though, it's don't get comfortable, keep the pedal on the metal until the game is over, and that is exactly what we are going to do. We didn't really run the ball that much in the first half. I certainly expect that to change here in the second half. Got to get Henry and Bryant really moving. And I think if we can chew some clock efficiently and play good football on the ground, our offense should be just fine. Defensively, got to keep up the intensity. We've been making plays. We've got 2 interceptions. The Panthers are probably going to throw the ball a lot, and they've been at their best stretching the field vertically. So that's what we've got to stop here in the second half. And if we do, we'll be Super Bowl champs. Elijah Bryant gets things rolling early here in the third quarter with a gain of 15 yards. Bryant has been pretty solid today, coming off of 2 phenomenal playoff games previously. On first down, Colochi backs up. He connects with Scotty Piggins, who makes another nice play, wrapped up at around the 43. If the Titans hold on, Scotty Piggins, along with obviously Colochi, both make great cases as potential Super Bowl MVPs. Elijah Bryant, with room to the right side, gets a block from Pitts and is wrapped up at the 8. Solid gain of 21 yards for Elijah Bryant, and the Titans are marching on the doorstep of extending this lead even further. Second and goal from the 1. It's a toss to the outside for Henry, and that decision kind of backfires as he loses 4. Trayvon Merrick, the Panthers' big trade deadline acquisition from the Raiders, brings him down. Third and goal. Colochi goes short for Derrick Henry, and he is just shy of the end zone at the 1. The Titans are this close to the end zone. It's 4th and goal. You might as well try to punch it in. And lucky for Tennessee, they've got a short yardage specialist at running back in Elijah Bryant, and he will dive in with ease, untouched, for a score. Elijah Bryant has now scored in all 3 playoff games, and the Titans extend their lead with a strong 4.5-minute drive to kick off the third quarter. They lead at 31-6. If it wasn't already clear, the Panthers are in a lot of trouble. They got to get rolling quick. Catch a can is intercepted again. Cardell Simpson. Woo! Nice little move as he is wrapped up at the 30-yard line. Cardell Simpson now with 2 interceptions here in the Super Bowl, and the Titans will get the ball right back. Things are continuing to go better and better and better for the Titans, who look unstoppable tonight. Cardell Simpson, the Defensive Player of the Year, is making himself a real case to be the Super Bowl MVP as well. As the offense returns, they're up by 25 points. They're feeling good. But again, do not get too comfortable. The Falcons led by 25 points in the Super Bowl, and they lost 10 years ago. Here's Garrett Wilson, his first catch of the day to around the 10. What a throw under a lot of pressure from Romeo Colochi, connecting on an absolute dime. First and goal. Colochi looks for the back of the end zone. It's caught. Quinn Crew with the score, and the Titans extend the lead even further. It'll be 38-6. Nice grab by Crew. Really good throw by Romeo Colochi, who looks dominant right now with his 3rd passing touchdown of the game. As we look at the replay, Quinn Crew does in fact drag the feet in bounds, and the Titans extend the lead even more. It's 38-6. Catch it can on first down. There's a flag as he launches a dime for DJ Moore. He caught it inbounds, but as this game is gone, nothing will go well for the Panthers. It's Ike Ekwonu called for the holding, and that play will be negated. Carolina would get a first down a few plays later, though, and it's now 3rd and 4 from the 46. Ketchikan looks to throw it short for DJ Moore. He is wrapped up at the 34-yard line by Byard, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. Another strong quarter of action for the Tennessee Titans, who outscored Carolina 14-0. They lead it 38-6. 1 quarter away from becoming Super Bowl champions, bearing something completely unforeseen, which, again, as we've seen on this channel, it feels like that is possible. Nice throw by Ketchikan for another first down, and the Panthers are finally moving the ball down the field efficiently, really for the first time since the opening drive. Ketchikan on second down goes short. It's caught by Tommy Tremble, wrapped up out of bounds by the rookie corner Josh Parks, who, of course, won a national championship with TCU, and now he's looking to win a Super Bowl here as a rookie. 3rd and goal. Ketchikan looks to throw it, and he will connect. The rookie, Jelly McCluntz, with the touchdown, and the Panthers are finally in the end zone. Tennessee's going to look to get right back to work on offense. Here's Pitts, past the 50 to the 48-yard line. Now from the 45, Elijah Bryant with the handoff, gets by a couple defenders. He's wrapped up by Chin and Horn at the 33. This clock is continuing to tick. Under 5 minutes left to go in the ball game. Handoff to Derrick Henry on the left side. Gets by 2 defenders. Henry breaks a tackle, and he is down at the 1. Big run for Derrick Henry, who now has 69 yards tonight. Nice. Derrick Henry has been the face of this organization over the last decade, so it's fitting that he is in for a touchdown. The King has entered his castle here as he takes the throne to put the Titans ahead 45-13. The Panthers have it back, 3rd and 4 from the 31. Ketchikan has an open man downfield. It's Harrison Anderson, who is wrapped up by Robinson and Brisker at the 38-yard line. 3rd and 12 now for Carolina. 3.5 minutes to go now. Aram Ketchikan will look short. It is caught by Jelly McCluntz, who is quickly wrapped up by Josh Sweat, only gaining a yard. The Panthers obviously have nothing to lose at this point. They're down by 32, so they're going to go for it. Ketchikan looks to throw it. Downfield, it is caught by Tommy Tremble. And the Panthers will get additional yardage with a late hit on the quarterback, roughing the passer. No need for the extracurricular stuff after the play, especially considering the fact that we're up by so much. Seems kind of foolish to do that. 2nd and 10 now from the 11 for the Panthers. It's a handoff for Jelly McCluntz, and the rookie is in for his 2nd touchdown of the game. It's now 45-20, and the offense will return possibly for the final drive as they look to chew some clock and finish the game off for good. Final play before the 2-minute warning. They will get it off. Derrick Henry in the zone with a big run as he breaks a few tackles and gets it past the 40. Let's go a couple minutes later after some more nice runs. The Titans are in victory formation. Colochi with the final kneel down, and this game is over. For the first time in franchise history, the Tennessee Titans are Super Bowl champions. What a road it has been, and what a final game. I know there have been some more storybook endings on this channel. Look at the Eagles franchise last year, playing against the Colts, the team who we swapped quarterbacks with, and obviously that game ended up being crazy. But sometimes having a nice blowout win can be just as satisfying because it really proves that you are the best team in the league, and that's exactly what the Titans were this year. I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of the celebration, and we'll be back in just a moment. Hold that trophy proudly, young man. In just his 2nd NFL season at 23 years old, Romeo Colochi has helped lead the Titans to a Super Bowl victory against the Carolina Panthers, doing it in dominant fashion. The Titans would throttle the Panthers 45-20 here in Super Bowl 61. The Titans got out the gates firing after leading the first quarter 14-0. They did not look back. They were in the driver's seat the rest of the way and never let go of the controls. A phenomenal win here for the Titans, and we'll start our little reflection of the game and of the season and of the entire series with the box score. And as you can see, we really dominated at every facet of the game here. Offense, defense, special teams, turnovers, everything was phenomenal. We'll start with Romeo Colucci, who had a Super Bowl MVP-esque day. Let me know in the comments who you think deserved to win the Super Bowl MVP. Romeo was super efficient, and he only threw the ball 20 times. We didn't need to throw the ball a lot in the second half. But whenever he did, he made big throws, and he didn't miss many passes. As for Aaron Katchikan, the 3 interceptions really hurt. This is by far the lowest passer rating of his career. Other than the interceptions, he was quite solid, though, and I'm really excited about Katchikan's future with the Panthers. But he turned the ball over 3 times, and games like this will happen. Henry and Bryant ran the ball really well in the receiving game. Nobody really stood out for us statistically because we barely threw the ball in the second half. Scotty Pickens, though, was very good early in the game with 2 touchdowns. Pickens would have been on his way to possibly winning the Super Bowl MVP had we, needed to throw the ball more. As for the defense, we were really solid up until the fourth quarter. We kind of let go a little bit, but that was fine. We were up by so much. No sacks from either team, although both pass rushes were pretty solid. And obviously the interceptions by Cardell Simpson and Caleb Farley, the 2 best corners in the league, both of whom had Super Bowl MVP-esque performances. The pick 6 by Caleb Farley, I think, was the biggest play of the game because at that point we were in control and we did not look back. And then Cardell Simpson with 2 interceptions. He was absolutely phenomenal. The 2 best corners in football, one of the best cornerback duos I've ever seen. It's fitting that both of them make huge plays here in the Super Bowl. And with that, we have done it. Our Titans have now won a championship. Let's take a look at the weekly awards. And ends up going to Romeo Colucci and Cardell Simpson, which made it all more surprising when the game decided to give Caleb Farley the Super Bowl MVP. And at first I was a little bit surprised, but I can't really argue with it. Farley had the biggest play of the game, the pick 6, which really positioned us nicely. And then after that, Katchikan did not throw the ball Farley's way the rest of the game. I know Cardell Simpson's gotten all the love this year, and deservedly so. He's on the graphic here for Defensive Player of the Year. But I love that Caleb Farley was also able to win a big award as well. What a core this is. We've got so many talented young players on both sides of the ball. And just like that little scenario at the beginning of the episode said, this really does feel like it could be just the beginning here for this team. I think we're in a position to where we'll be able to run it back over the next few years with this core. We've got a great long-term core on offense, obviously led by our franchise quarterback Romeo Colucci, along with Elijah Bryant, Kyle Pitts, Garrett Wilson, Scotty Pickens, and whatever we have left of Derrick Henry at 33 years old. Defensively, we've got the 2 best corners in football, a talented young pass rush, and plenty of good players across the board on the defense. This has been a really fun team to build with over the last 5 seasons, and I'm excited that we're not entirely done yet because the series is not fully over. At the end of all of my series, I like getting to do long-term simulations to see how the careers of all these players will turn out. Normally what I do is a few seasons per episode, and it usually lasts 3 episodes total of a long-term sim. But I'm going to do something a little bit different with this series. Since we had the NCAA next up and we feel so immersed with the entire league, I'm going to go a little bit slower. I'm going to start off by doing 1, maybe 2 seasons over the next 2 to 3 episodes. And then from there, once we get to like season 10 or something, we're probably going to have a finale where we simulate the rest, going over everybody's final careers in detail. So that'll wrap up the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed a really fun Super Bowl game, and we can now say our Tennessee Titans are Super Bowl champions. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new, if you're excited for the long-term sim, and if you're excited for my Madden 24 series, which will be coming out in a few weeks. Peace out. Tighten up.